Bill Belichick was traded from the New York Jets to the New England Patriots. Keyshawn, J. Will, Zubin with Bart in the house today, presented by Progressive Insurance. Get your quote at Progressive.com. Today, when the Jets and Pats met on Monday Night Football, it was something that was revisited. Obviously, anytime Belichick, the Pats, and the Jets get together, that particular incident will be. And then Bill addressed it on the radio. And then Bart addressed the possibility that the end could be coming much sooner for Belichick in New England than we think. We're asking you this morning on the Dr. Pepper call-in line, 888-SAY-ESPN, key J and Z if that's easier, on your phone, on Twitter. How many more years does Bill Belichick coach? Simple. He's 68, first rough patch in basically forever. How many more years does he coach? And Bart, the reason we're asking this question is because you think that number could be very small.
I'm saying zero. I think it's a realistic chance. Yeah, I think it's a realistic chance that he may walk away. At what point do you step aside and you give your assistants an opportunity to be a head coach? Now we know that Josh McDaniels turned down a good job in Indianapolis coach job 2 years ago because Bill Belichick said that he was going to give him his world. Well, guess what? You haven't given me your world yet, and I'm still waiting for an opportunity to be a head coach. I've been a head coach before. When are you going to step aside? Bill's 68 years old. Why would he want to stay around for a rebuild? Why wouldn't he let somebody that's young, that has the energy to be able to try and have the patience to have a rebuild? We all talk about older coaches coming in. Nobody wants to sit around for a rebuild, right? So, this is a perfect opportunity for him to give Josh McDaniels, gift him, his dream job, but also go and have his dream job, but still be involved in the game, much like his mentor and Bill Parcells did. He stopped coaching, and what did he do? He started being a general manager. He started building teams because the stress levels aren't the same. He's 68 years old. At some point, you got to start enjoying your life. And everybody can't be Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll burns probably 1,000 calories chewing gum a day. This guy's in shape. You know what I mean? Bill Belichick, and I know he has a Subway commercial. Go ahead.
I agree with you. At some point, he will step away. I just think if he decides to step away this year, the optics will not be in his favor, right? And I disagree with Ryan Clark because he came on our show our last hour and says if Bill Belichick were to stop coaching, then I would see him as a quitter. I wouldn't see him as a quitter. I would see him as a guy who is a Super Bowl champion multiple times. He's a winner. But I think it's also the way you leave, right? It's how you win games matters. Mm-hmm. How you leave matters. So if you're talking about setting up Josh McDaniels for success, if there really is that affinity between those two for about what don't you want to make sure that everything is in the right place, that your organization is going on the right track in order to do that? You don't want to leave somebody a house that is burning down. You want to make sure that the foundation is correct. Now maybe that takes one more year.
Yeah, it's on fire.
But it's been he's had one bad year. Yeah. One bad year. Yeah. So I don't see him leaving this year as maybe the following year, once things start to become somewhat decent again, getting Josh back on track to be where he wants to be.
Well, I know we have good researchers, but I believe Bill's contract is coming to an end as well. So it could be the perfect time. And I don't think the house is on fire like we believe. It's rain trucks or what do you call it, rain planes coming to put the fire out. Because the problem is they don't have the equity and the money to pay players, but they're going to be in great financial salary cap shape next year.
Yeah, they'll be one of the highest, right? Top four in the league.
Right, so they're going to be able to rebuild it, but why would you want to rebuild it when you're not going to stay for the long haul? This is the time for Josh McDaniels to be able to build it the way that he wants to build it, to have his type of legacy that he wants. So you don't want to be there and be the helicopter dad, say, okay, pick this player, pick that player, pick this player. You're going to say, listen, this is your second time around. I told you come here. You struggled, as a first-time head coach. As a young head coach, you've learned a lot. Here's money for you. And now you can pick your general manager. You can pick your starting quarterback. And guess what? You can go get a guy like Louis Riddick who knows what's going on, and you can pair with him, and you can have all this money you need to build it your way.
That sounds so great, but you're discounting one major thing.
What's that?
It's called ego. Ego. For a guy like Bill Belichick, who's won as many Super Bowls, he has a massive ego. I do not think anybody's ego.
Yes.
Bart,
he's a narcissist. I know.
Everybody has to be in order to achieve that type of success. You can't tell me somebody that has put his blood, sweat, and tears into something will be able to walk. Don't you love those cachet lines? His blood, sweat, and tears into it. After a season like this, where he's been answering so many crazy questions, and if it continues to pan out badly, we'll just be willing to say, That's it. I'm going to pass it to Josh. I don't see that being realistic this year.
He can be the hero for New York. It's not like he's going to Golden State. He's going to another bad situation. He's going to build it, and he's going to leave the team that he loved the most before he went to the Patriots. He's going to leave them in a great position with one of his proteges in Joe Judge. So he gets to go there and teach him how to be successful as well. So it's like he's still going to get a different challenge, but it's still an equally hard challenge because the Giants have had the worst record in football for the last 5 years.
So Josh McDaniels gets released. Josh McDaniels gets released from Bill Belichick, and then you're going to bring Bill Belichick to a guy named Joe Judge who tried to get away from Bill Belichick in the first place.
But he's going to be the general manager.
Okay.
He's going to have a synergy.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.